Shanti?
Hey, come on in, Rick. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Good. What are you doing there?
Just fixing up my Mila drink for the day.
Mila.
Yeah.
I love my Mila.
Toss it on in there.
But, you use your Mila in your practice?
Yep.
Now, I do. You're a doctor of chiropractic care, so you work with injuries and all kinds of things, and I would assume.
Yeah.
Is this something that can help injuries and stuff?
This is fantastic. It actually goes hand in hand with my practice. Being a chiropractor, first thing I'm concerned with is the nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing that concerns me is the inflammatory response that happens after an insult or injury to the body. Inflammation actually is one of the root causes after nerve interference of all sickness, disorder, and disease in the body. So if I can get the inflammation down after I adjust the spine, turn the nervous system on, then the patients have a fantastic chance and better potential of healing themselves from inside out.
Now, I've noticed some absolutely amazing health and physiological changes from eating Mila myself. Are your patients noticing similar things?
I'll tell you what, I had a 12-year-old girl, and she's a 13-year-old female. She got struck with a knee. They were playing out, doing their karate chops and all their martial arts stuff. Got hit very hard in the neck. Could not speak. They called a medical doctor. They couldn't get in for an X-ray or anything for several hours. And then says, "Oh, you're going to Dr. Shanti. Get in the car." So they brought her on down, and I evaluated her for fractures. I did a lot of the palpation and stuff to make sure there was no counterindications for me as a chiropractor to adjust her. Literally, she could not speak. She couldn't breathe. There was nothing broken. And so I went ahead and I adjusted her thoracic spine and her cervical spine. And she was able to get relief, almost instantly from that. Yet with a trauma like that, when you have to adjust that many bones in that region, and from a trauma like that, that come day 3, you're going to have massive inflammation. That's going to be the most painful day of any insult and injury to the body.
I've noticed that. I've been in martial arts since 1973, so I've been hit everywhere and every way possible that you can imagine. And it's always like that third day. And this is because of the inflammation?
It's the inflammatory response. That's when it is just gone hog wild, swelling is everywhere, and you're in pain. You're just in pain. So I had been using just recently the Mila in my office because it had worked phenomenal for some other inflammatory responses with other patients. So I gave this patient and a grandma, I said, "Here's a bag of Mila. I want you to take this." I actually followed, I believe it's a Harvard study where they actually doubled the amount, the daily dosage for, sports injury. And I put her on. And so she took double the amount for 3 days. I saw her the next day. She was doing pretty good. Needed to adjust her again. The third day, the mother calls. And she says, "Hey, Doc, do I really need to come in?" And
Wait,
of course,
you said third day.
Third day.
So that should be where the inflammation is the
worst.
worst.
I told him, day 3, man, I'll see you. It was Christmas Eve, and I said, "I will see you on Christmas Eve." And during this time. And Mom's calling at 5 in the evening. I close at 6, and do I need to be there? And I'm going, "Of course you do. It's day 3. I mean, this is, And I kind of took a step back, and I said, "Why are you asking?" She said, "Because my daughter is fine. She's, better than before. She's talking. She held the phone out. I could hear him running around and making noise." I said, "Get your tape measure out and tape her neck. Tell me what size it is." There was no information. Her neck was smaller on day 3 after being adjusted twice and taking the Mila every day for 3 days. No bruising, no redness, no swelling. The kid was just fantastic. So I got her and saw her after Christmas, checked her. I needed only adjust her atlas. There was no other reason to adjust anything else. She actually held her adjustments better while taking the Mila.
Well, that's incredible.
And, I've got several stories. My own father just recently fell down a flight of stairs and landed on his face.
Let's get back to that. I'd like to talk to you about this unique chiropractic practice.
Mhm.
Actually, what is a
Lifestyle
type
coaching and
practice,
consultation, yeah.
which includes
Yes.
chiropractic care. Can we see?
Yeah, come on back into the office.
Thank you. Now, do you I know if you haven't drank the Mila yet. Are you supposed to wait a certain amount of time?
I waited about 5-10 minutes. What I wanted to do is it's a seed that's been split in half by a cold fracture, and it's opened up and so then it will fluff up, almost like a pulp in an orange juice or grapefruit juice. And when it gets all fluffy and puffy like that, that's when you get the better bioavailability for your body.
Okay.
So I just kind of wait, let it fluff up. Sometimes I add a little extra juice to it. Sometimes I just drink it straight with water. It doesn't really have
I want to talk some more about that, but right now you're offering a type of service that I've never heard about coming from doctors before. This is some kind of membership service?
Yeah, it is. It's membership practice, and what happens is it's unlimited chiropractic care.
Wow.
And it's set up on teaching 5 pillars of health, and talking to you about your weight, your nervous system primarily, weight, sleep, diet, exercise, proper, social support group. Those are what the AMA talk about, the 5 pillars of health. In my office, you get a little extra because I'll actually talk to you about your spiritual well-being, because without that being tied in, what are we doing here? We're not doing anything. We have to have a purpose in our life. So this is actually a purpose-driven practice. Chiropractic is my forte. I love it. I love changing people's lives by turning on their nervous system and improving their health through diet, and one of the things is the Mila, and exercise and stuff. So
now, I assume you should be 18 or over to get chiropractic adjustments?
Oh, no. No. Chiropractic's been around since 1895, and my youngest patient was a few hours old.
Wow.
Right there in the hospital. She had some distress, and medical doctors couldn't figure it out. They were, going to call in a neurologist, and my chiropractor in my office, who was my ex-wife, and I, we both went to the hospital. We checked the baby. Her atlas was out, and we adjusted her, and she was just a few hours old. Instantly, we were able to come down, quit crying and screaming and doing all that stuff. My oldest patient, 95 years old, passed away a year ago. My son was kept by a mentor, very close friend of mine, the day he was born. And so he was about 8 hours old when he got his first injection, and I kept him once a week at minimum. So he'll wake me up and he'll say, hey, I'm sore, I did this today, and can you adjust me? And he was 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So kids are primary candidates. We want them as parents to have their full potential, and the first trauma to the body is the process. And so it follows logically that if it's the first trauma to the body, then we need to go ahead and get them adjusted right away so they have their full potential of being what they need to be, as healthy as they can be.
Okay. Well, I've heard things that don't make a lot of sense to me about chiropractic care, but I want to throw them at you because I know you've heard them before.
Okay.
I hear strange things from people like, well, you shouldn't go to a chiropractor because once you start going to one, you have to go to one on a regular basis.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Should you go to a dentist?
Well, once you start going to a dentist, then yeah, absolutely, you should go to a dentist for dental hygiene and health care.
Exactly. Coming to a chiropractor, we can go into chiropractors are there for just pain management, or chiropractors are there for just this or for just that. What we really do is we work on the nervous system, and if we do not keep our spines in line, because most of the nerve through the body comes from the skull, on down through the spinal column, all the way out in between all those vertebrae, around to every system, every organ, every tissue, every gland in the body. So, if we don't take care of the spinal hygiene and keeping those bones in line, it's much like dental hygiene. You lose those teeth, you can still chew, you can gum your food and mash it on down. You lose
I
your
would try.
spine. You lose your spine. Number one, you're going to be in pain, massive pain. And they confuse them, but the pain's still going to be there. But once you lose that spine, where are you going to live? And what is the quality of life you want to have? Because we know for a fact and you can go, just take a look at Windsor autopsies on the internet. There's a report on it. That wherever there is spinal degeneration, we know from Windsor autopsy you can follow that nerve root all the way around, and you can see whatever system, organ, tissue, where that damage is.
Wow.
And they did that through some autopsies where they took a look and they said, I want to know why this person really died. And if it's true, if they died because there was degeneration on a particular spinal level that fed that nerve. And they found out, in fact, that was true.
Is there an email or website that people can go to contact you for this membership service for more information?
Yeah, they can go to information at shantichiropractic.com or they can write me directly, Dr. Shanti at shantichiropractic.com.
Okay, and how do you spell Shanti?
S-H-A-N-T-I.
Okay, got that, folks? S-H-A-N-T-I. Remember that. Let's talk a little bit more about Mila. I know that the attention span of YouTube viewers is not as high as if you were in a movie, so we're going to move along, don't worry. But anyway, Mila sounds like an excellent product for athletes.
Phenomenal product.
Obviously, faster healing time.
Yes.
Does it do anything as far as energy